host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
This whole hour of Santa Barbara teen athletes. And all those people and businesses that support those teen athletes. Michael Babe, we're not keeping you up, are we?
Sorry, I've got to interrupt.
I know, what?
I've got to interrupt.
What?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Is it somebody's birthday in here? Oh, it's mine!
Oh, man! That's horrible. That is so bad of me. Well, I got you a cookie.
Thank you.
Yeah. Pass it around. We got the birthday cookie. I knew that.
I got you a newspaper.
I know. I got your birthday cookie. Pass it around. You got a birthday cookie. This is great. He's got to get the biggest piece of the cookie.
I got you a sweatshirt. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I gotta find it. I gotta find another sweatshirt.
This close, Erica.
Oh my God! Seriously, happy birthday! Oh my God! I'm gonna get a bigger hand up. I can't. Yay! Oh my goodness! This is this is just such. Oh, happy birthday! We love you. Look at you. You're younger. You're younger looking.
Well, thank you.
I mean, goodness, this has got to be like one of your best shows outside of your show. You can tell the truth. Second best show. Second best show.
It's a lot of fun.
It is. It's pretty good.
I don't have as many people in Burford at the same time. I did once.
Yeah?
One time we did a Halloween show and it was live.
Really?
On a Saturday night. And we actually did it live. And we had 4 or 5 or 6 different people in there talking about the whole history of and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, this is so much more fun because we talk about so many other things too.
Well, I was going to talk about your birthday cookie, but I mean, this is kind of a funny story.
It goes.
Can I pass this package back?
That's
Clean it back.
what package?
Okay, the package of the cookie. Hey, Michael, you have to take a piece of the cookie. Take a piece of the cookie. Okay, Doctor, take a piece of your cookie.
Take a piece.
Okay.
I feel like I'm at communion.
Okay, so I was driving down. This is back on Father's Day. Okay, so we had to get gas going down Father's Day. Dominique and I. You're going to need wine to eat, just choke this cookie down. Okay, so we stopped to get gas. All right, get back up on the freeway. All I wanted, okay, when you get gas, after the show. So by the time we hit the road, Father's Day weekend, so Thursday before Father's Day, right? So I don't know. We didn't hit the road till late. So it's about, 9:45. We got on the road really late. And, to keep myself up, you eat a cookie. I know. Stop looking at me, Dr. Dale. We were talking about the diet. No, it's not a diet. You're never on a diet. You're talking a meal plan.
The ingredients are
not
too bad. They're not too bad.
But when you want a cookie,
I understand.
This is not on the meal plan, okay? A cookie to me is a real cookie. It has butter. It has eggs.
Butter?
It has soy. It has everything. Okay. So when I go in,
butter.
the only person who was paying attention when I was asking for some hints,
There's a
with,
D in
with
there.
Dr. Dale, she always tries to help me, right? But when I send, your bestie in to the convenience store for cookies, and I know, and she comes out with something that says the complete cookie, and that's all I look at the big lettering, the complete cookie. It's half, it says the big beautiful cookie. It says white chocolate macadamia. I'm all excited. Big complete cookie. It's got 2 guys here, Lenny and Squiggy. Actually, it's Lenny and Larry. It says Lenny and Larry. Got me all sold on it. And at the small print says no dairy, no egg, no soy, no GMO, no vegan. Now I get scared. So then, now I'm
There's
in a singular.
nothing in that cookie. It's an empty
It's a
package.
big accident, right? So I take my first bite. Big accident. So for 2 hours, and I must have went 20 miles, I'm eating this cookie. I go, oh, dear God. Oh, dear
But she
God.
kept eating it.
Oh, dear. No, she had to hear this the whole time. For 20, oh, my God. Are you kidding me? And there's no water.
No.
I go, no, I told her, I said, for the next 4 hours, you're going to have to hear me. I am going to take 50 bites before I swallow on this whole thing, because you have to hear this. This is the next time I say I want a cookie. Okay, I wanted to say lots of eggs. Tons of dairy, tons of sugar, because I have to stay up. I need the sugar. I need the dairy. I got to stay up for 6 hours. I've been driving because, the accident and everything. Have you tasted this cookie? Tell me you liked it.
It's very good.
Delicious. What world are you living on?
We have very bad.
No egg, no soy, no, seriously, you like this?
Taste that.
No.
Give me some more of that.
Oh, God.
That was good.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Well, you know,
I'm not kidding you. That was good.
Do you like it?
it's kind of like Lewis.
Protein bar.
It's kind
not
of
a
like
cookie. Don't call it a cookie.
Of course, I
Do you
haven't
like
eaten in
it?
3
Did you
days.
taste it?
that's true.
I'm just wondering why you didn't have a cup of coffee.
It's similar to the joke that
I
Lewis
wanted a
Black.
cookie. I didn't say coffee. It's just like, do you like it?
I know, but
It's all right. It's all right.
Oh, Michael.
It's like the joke that Lewis Black tells
It's not a cookie.
about water.
I guess I'm stuck on the word cookie.
Well, there is this cookie that we make a lot, and it's actually a cookie.
Okay.
It's in the book Veganomicon, and my dad went vegan 5 years ago. Yeah, Veganomicon, really good. And it's actually a cookie, and it's vegan. And there's no eggs. There's really little oil. There's very little sugar, and it actually tastes like a cookie. It's really good. Does not taste like that. I don't know. That's kind of like, it was like communion.
Is it
with liquor.
It was like communion, see?
I don't think the priest would eat that. Like,
Is
I
that
don't
like
know.
is it before or after Comic-Con?
Well, I don't know.
All right, anything that you can add, Dr. Dale Figtree, put in the house. Put your hands together.
Hey,
It's not a cookie.
well, we're going to have a little talk about healthy snacks in a few minutes.
There you go.
I'll talk about it then.
Well, thank goodness. It's just not. Look, I'm looking at it, staring at me. I'm not going to eat you. Put it down. I'm not going to eat it. It's horrible. I had to bring it in. I'm sorry. Just you shouldn't be calling yourself a cookie.
But you know, I have to say,
not a cookie.
that there are some cookies that are actually healthy and also delicious.
Okay.
That's not to say that all healthy cookies
Right.
do not taste good.
Right.
This one in particular is just that kind of one.
Look.
But there are healthy cookies that are delicious.
see the thing that
Forensic.
the thing that gets me about ingredients labels is, let's just say they were to put an apple into a box, okay? And then they would put as the ingredients apple, what have you. But on the front, in order to promote what it doesn't have and never did, it's gluten-free and it's soy-free and it's this free. Those labels drive me. I see products that have never ever had gluten,
Right.
or sugar or salt,
Right.
and then they promote them as being free
Right.
of those
Right.
ingredients, which they never had.
Right. Right. You can't. I don't like no anyway.
It's like I went to a college,
Negative.
and I
It's very
didn't take a
negative to
nuclear
me.
physics
You know me.
course.
No,
Of course, they
no.
didn't offer
Negative.
it, but I didn't take what they didn't offer. That's
Right.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
you know. Do you do that with the boys and girls clubs in terms of teaching them how to play certain games? You teach them games that you don't know how
can't do?
that you
Right.
can't
Yeah.
do?
We
Yeah, we
do.
teach them things you can't do.
Right, that's exactly. It's very positive. It's very positive over at United.
Absolutely.
We know them when they get into the
Absolutely.
room. No, everything's no.
So I have some big news.
Yes. Oh, I love news.
Well, based on the date of the show, happy birthday again, Doc.
Yeah.
My son graduated college. Just under 8 years. No, I'm kidding. No. That's
nice.
He's the reason I came here.
Yeah.
4 years ago, and now he's going to be going to work in Washington, D.C.
Oh my goodness.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a job. He's all set.
What's he doing?
He's going to work with AT&T, and
Wow.
they have a contract with the feds, so it's pretty interesting work what he's doing.
Nice.
Thinking to meet his wife there?
You know what?
Or has he already met his wife?
Yeah, no, he hasn't met his wife yet. He hasn't met his wife yet. I don't know what his stories will be, but that was an emotional ceremony. What a beautiful ceremony at UCSB, though. Really nice. Very well done.
Did he intern to get the job, or he just?
He did. He did a program, UCDC program, where they send students to Washington, D.C. Those of you that are listening out there, you got to do it. It's a great program. They actually have a dormitory right in downtown D.C. If you through the whole university, California university system owns this building, a beautiful building. It's a dormitory right near the. You can see the Lincoln Memorial. I mean, you see everything right from there. It's right there, right in downtown. It's beautiful.
What's your son major in?
He did global studies and political science.
Nice,
So
nice.
he's smart kid. Takes after his mom.
Did they call that world history in high school?
Yeah. A little more intense though. A little more intense. He's a good boy. He did well, and he's. So now
Baseball
he's
player.
He played baseball too. Thank you. He played baseball. He didn't play at UCSB though. He didn't want to. So, But he's a good kid, a lefty.
Very good.
So
Good man.
I know, killed me. As soon as I found out he's a lefty, I'm like, okay, I'm going to retire.
That's it.
This is going to be my pitcher.
He's a big boy.
He's a tall kid.
Yeah,
he's a big kid.
he's a big boy.
So there you go.
Nice. Good
There you go.
news.
So that's my news. That's
Nice
good,
news.
Good news. Good. family news.
Anything going on with United? What do we need to do?
My son graduated college, so he's no. I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all.
Nice.
Everything revolves around that.
Oh, nice.
Not to pay the
I
bill
know.
anymore.
Exactly.
It's done.
I know.
No, now we're paying for it. No.
Yeah.
Things are good. Summertime. Busy.
Camp Whittier?
Camp Whittier getting rebuilt as we speak.
Yeah. We got a roof.
We have a roof that's being installed in Carpinteria. By now, it'll be done.
Nice.
By next week or so.
Nice.
Should be done. That's been going great.
Mm-hmm.
Done a great. I think I sent you a couple photos of the people up on the roof. And yeah, no, it wasn't me, which was a good thing.
Exactly.
I wasn't on the roof.
Yes.
I was excited about that. There are people on the roof, and it isn't me. That's nice.
We have the thing going on in Montecito. We have the rally.
The rally, the rally is happening July 14th.
That's not full.
No, we still can take a few more spots.
Good.
We are up to 55 cars.
Nice.
In the rally. It's the largest crowd we've had, but we always have room for more. And I'm sworn to secrecy where you're driving to, but it's a great event.
Nice.
We'll probably raise $225,000
Nice.
for our organization. And we're going to give 50% to you. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah, you love it. Great.
Got to pay for college somehow.
Next thing, I'm going to jail. That's not going to happen. I'm not doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, a couple of words here. We got Mona Wild in a house here. What's going on at Westmont?
Well, the students are gone. We're in summer mode, which means there are lots of camps and conferences and good time for renovation, fixing up the campus.
Nice.
But our summer sports camps started last week, and which of the Westmont College athletic camps have been going on for over 30 years for kids ages 5 to 13. Everything from archery to cheer to soccer and basketball.
Nice. A big shout out to the students when, they had the bucket brigade, with all the stuff. That was hugely supported by Westmont students.
Yeah.
So that I'm just got to do a big shout out to the Westmont students. So
It was certainly a challenging year this year. Westmont students had to evacuate 5 times because of the fire, the mudslide, and subsequent rainstorms.
the staff, the facility, the faculty, everything. It's been
Commencement was very moving this year. Our graduates certainly learned resilience. And one of the graduates was Connor McManigal, who was one of the people injured. He was carried a fair distance and was seriously injured. His father unfortunately died.
Played ball with my son John. John came down from San Francisco to spend time with him. So
And he's okay now though.
Oh, and he walked proudly at commencement. It was a wonderful moment.
That must have been emotional for him too.
It was, and we honored the Sheriff Brown and the news crews that helped us all so much during those tragedies.
It's a tough time. The coverage was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And there was one gentleman. I'm not remembering his name. Forgive me, but he was based out of Carpinteria. And before the news could really get a handle on what was going on, this guy was going around through Facebook, letting everybody know what was happening. It wasn't safe what he was doing, but that's how only people knew what was happening with the fire, where it was coming. So it was again, forgive me for not knowing. Someone's listening to this saying, it was so-and-so. I don't remember his name, but he was honored by, I believe it was the city of Carpinteria. Honored him at a city council meeting not too long ago. Just a lot of people, you really find a good side in humanity when things like that happen, and gives you hope, a lot of hope for the future. Certainly when you see young people stepping up and doing what they do. It's awesome.
A friend of mine, one of my closest friends, Ann Dallas, is postmaster for the post office. And just a really quick story: on Christmas Eve, one of the biggest carrier trucks, somebody accidentally locked the keys in there, right? So it's like like 9 o'clock at night, and nobody can find anybody because they have a protocol, right? So, nobody wants to call her. She had I don't know how many days in a row, because people don't understand the Postal Service, what they had to endure, right? So here she was like, nobody wanted to call her, whatever like that, but it's Christmas Eve. So whatever, they call her, okay? She gets it done or whatever. She runs down, the truck gets open. It's Christmas Eve. Things like that, she has to get the truck open. It's just like, I ask her, come to the show. Like the Postal Service, that the people that pick up our green waste and like Marburg and all those people. I always take care of those guys. Here's cookies. You know what I mean? It's like, I love those guys. I do. It's just like, the people like that, I go, man, thank you so much, because what you had to do during those times is like amazing. You see the people like, helping a person go across the street in the wheelchair, and I always like that. You know what I mean? Oh my God, thank you so much. Because
so many things you take for granted.
Yes,
you don't have it.
The city shuts down without the mail, and without our stuff getting picked up every week. So it's just like I always, hey, thank you so much. Because without those guys, there is no city. So it's just like, when I see somebody honking, at those guys, I'm like, hey, knock it off. Are you insane? I hate that when people not nice to those guys. So it's just like, stop, be nice. So anyway, sorry I'm tooting my horn here. Okay, let's listen to the most wonderful commercials from the most wonderful producer that we have in this city, and that is Birthday Boy. Okay, all right, Dr. D. All right, take a little break. Erica Salda, the Queen of Tea, will be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is a Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
Well, we are so blessed when Dr. Dale is in the house. Woo!
Oh, I'm so honored to be here.
Yes.
Okay, well, what I wanted to talk to people about today are snacks, because snacks are something that I've always associated with kind of like yummy, crunchy, sometimes sweet, but basically junk. And when I talk about junk, I'm talking about Oreos, excuse me. I'm talking about cheese doodles. I'm talking about Mars bars. When I say junk, these are not high nutritious foods. As a matter of fact, they're foods that are full of sugar and full of things that actually aren't healthy. But we think of them as snacks. And so what I wanted to share today is that snacks can actually be crunchy, they can be delicious, but they can also be really, really healthy. And it's just a matter of awareness, because I never had awareness about that until, I kind of was forced to. But I want to talk about healthy snacks, okay?
If you deep fry them, does it make them better because it kills all the germs?
Yeah, it clogs your arteries and does a few other things like that, too. Okay. By the way, I want to just say that, the health statistics for this country are probably like 40th in the world. Terrible compared to...
Give it up for the USA.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. That's not a good thing.
Yeah. So anyway, I want to talk about a snack that is... It's not only healthy, and it's not only kind of crunchy and delicious, but it's actually crucial. And that is to snack on nuts and fruit. And I want to talk about nuts for a minute, because most people don't realize what's going on, okay? Raw nuts contain a fat that is a crucial fat for the body. It's an anti-inflammatory fat. It contributes to healthy skin. It contributes to healthy hair. It contributes to healthy heart. And fat is actually important. People on low-fat diets have problems. We need fat for padding. We need fat for waterproofing. We need fat. Our hormones are made from fats. So fats are important, but healthy fats are good. The unhealthy fats are fats that actually cause clogging, cause inflammation. And in this country, 50% of the people die from the wrong types of fats, clogging fats. And when it comes to the wrong types of fats, you just look at two types of fats. what in room temperature is solid and clogging. And when you go to the supermarket and you look at meat on the in the deli section, the fat is solid at room temperature. Guess what? In your body, it still becomes solid after a while and causes clogging. But you look at the oils like avocado oil, olive oil, nut oils, and these nuts at room temperature are liquid. So in the body, they actually can do much more and are much more powerful than the clogging fats. Avocados are also really excellent, but most foods people eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner do not contain these fats. Where do you get these fats? People think, well, I get them from fish. My fish are high in omega-3 oils. But people don't realize that these are fragile oils that above 125 degrees are destroyed. So how many people cook their fish? Excuse me, but I do. Raw fish is great if you don't mind worms every now and then. But the truth of the matter is that these are actually hard to get. Most people do not put nuts in their breakfast. They usually don't put nuts in their lunch, and they usually don't put nuts in their dinner unless they're making pesto with pine nuts, okay. But the bottom line is that these are crucial oils. They're essential for long-term health. And it's really important that the nuts be not cooked. They be raw, because as soon as you cook them, you destroy the oils. Roasted nuts, they're destroyed. People think, well, can't I just use oils? But once you take the oils out of these foods, they're very fragile and they become oxidized very quickly with oxygen. So the best place to get these oils are from nuts. So snacking on nuts, if once a day you just got a little baggie and you put a handful of raw almonds, raw whole cashews. I say whole cashews because when nuts are broken up, the oils are exposed and they become more rancid. Walnut halves, pecan halves, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds. These are amazing, amazing healthy. Besides being healthy fats, they're also superior protein. So you're eating high protein and high fat. And to have these as a snack with, you can get dried fruit. Just make sure it doesn't have to be dry with sugar. Dried mango is delicious. Dried banana is delicious. It doesn't need anything in it. The combination of these two things is crunchy, is sweet, is yummy, and it's the one place you get these essential healthy fats that will affect the rest of your life.
Question.
So, yes.
Is it your opinion that we were sold a bill of goods for so many decades that we needed to sustain ourselves on fat-free diets?
Yeah, we know. Well, the first thing is that people were aware that doctors were aware a lot of people were dying of heart attacks, of clogged arteries, so they figured better not to have fats. But once they put people on fat-free diets with low fats, they found women had all sorts of menstrual problems, and even teenagers on low-fat diets. We need fats for hormones. The good fats are anti-inflammatory, so people with low-fat diets started showing deficiencies and health problems. So the healthy fats are really where the power lies, and they're fantastic for you.
You mentioned fruits.
Okay.
So
the reason I'm adding fruits is because nuts are really superior in the incredibly healthy fats and also proteins, but they're not super high in the vitamins and minerals.
Right.
And so fruits are the gift of vitamin C and calcium and magnesium and all sorts of wonderful things. The combination of them both is just incredible. Sometimes for breakfast, I'll just cut up 3 fruit. I'll cut up some greens, maybe some celery or some sunflower seed sprouts or whatever. And then I take a handful of walnuts and grind them, sprinkle them on top, and they're like a coating. Mm-hmm. And it is just a crunchy, delicious breakfast that is high in nutrients.
It's my favorite thing in the world to eat is fruit. I love fruit. I can eat. Yeah. There's almost no fruit I won't eat. I love it.
And so what I encourage you is to really make it a wholesome, all the things you need. It's fruit and nuts, because the fruit are wonderful in fiber and water and vitamins and minerals and enzymes. And the nuts add the protein and the fats, and you've got the whole picture there. You've got what the body needs.
Backyard bowl, is that a good place to eat, like for kids and stuff?
The backyard bow, it's a little bit tricky because they put yogurt in everything. And when you're dealing with dairy, you have a whole other thing. I mean, for kids that have asthma, dairy can be a problem. For kids that have acne, dairy can be a problem. Dairy, if it's not organic, it's from animals that have been given extra estrogen. The rates, once they added extra estrogen, of breast cancer have soared. I mean, unless the yogurt is from organic animals, and personally I prefer goat or sheep's yogurt. It's more human size. The molecule in cow's yogurt is very big, and a lot of people have problems digesting it. So, it's in the right direction, but the yogurt thing is tricky. I mean, once in a while, don't get me wrong, these things are not going to knock out anybody, but as a daily thing, it's not great.
Got you. Now, when you were saying with the nuts, real quick, we're going to go to a break. When they said you were the halves, like the nut halves, when you take halves, what do you say?
Okay. So, I mean, you can't buy whole walnuts.
Right.
There are these two halves whole together to just break them open. But the walnut halves are pretty much whole, except for that one part. And so you eat them and they're very crunchy.
Right.
But when you buy the pieces that have broken into a lot of, different things, you notice that they're softer, and they're softer because the fats have oxidized.
Got you.
And so they're actually a little bit rancid.
Got it.
So I try to get whole nuts when I can, or if I can't get whole nuts, then whole half nuts, like half pecans, half walnuts.
Makes sense. Good. Yeah, I know what you're saying by that too, because they're softer.
Yeah.
I was going to say. All right,
and
good.
things like Brazil nuts. People don't realize Brazil nuts are rich in selenium, which is so anti-cancer. Pumpkin seeds, if you look for any supplement for men, for prostates, it usually has some kind of pumpkin seed oil or something in it. I mean, each nut has its gifting.
Right.
And they're spectacular, and they need to be a part of daily consumption. And snacks are the best place to do that.
Great. And give you contact information.
Okay, great. Yeah, well, just DaleFigtree.com. My website, anybody can reach me through there. My email address, my telephone number's there.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Take a little break. It's Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with a lot more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday.
Now that, I have you all to myself here.
Oh,
there you go. I had my hip replaced and everything. I feel really good. 3 years of like being in pain and not being in any pain. It's like really amazing. But I have a lot of, because when you hit that, 50 plus button, can we talk a little bit about inflammation?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Okay.
Not that I have a lot of it, but I could see, we're in the aging population.
Yes.
Been watching a lot of shows because I can't take any pain medication in it, but I know from the shows that I've been watching, like last night especially, we are in a population that is very much addicted to the opiates.
Right.
So, and I didn't really realize it, not because I don't take anything. I'm like, wow, I had no idea that it was that bad. And then, you get in the mixing of the medicines and everything that's causing more problems and on and on and on. So why don't we talk about like maybe using the food, as medicine?
Right. Well,
cool.
Okay, first of all, let me just say this. The body is more brilliant than most people realize in its ability to self-heal.
Yes.
And it knows how to clear inflammation.
Right.
It knows how to do it.
Right.
There are two things that are required in order for it to be able to work the best it's capable of. The first thing is you have to stop putting in things that contribute to inflammation. Right. And those are things like inflammatory fat foods. So we're talking about most of the animal products. And we're also talking about refined carbohydrates also contribute to inflammation because they're very low in nutrients. So you're filled up, but you don't have a lot of nutrients. So you're setting the stage for inflammation. The body, even though it knows how to clear that, it will not have enough nutrients to do the job if you're eating like that. So if you shift gears where you raise your nutrient intake, you double it or triple it by eating more vegetables, more fruit, more whole grains, more things like yams, things like that. And then you also increase your anti-inflammatory oils, which are raw nuts and avocado. Suddenly, the body has what it needs to do, what it's always been wanting to do. and it knows how to do, because the body wants to survive. And it is extraordinary to watch the body just go and clear inflammation, rebuild that area, and really create a balanced, healthy state once again. It's doable. I see it absolutely every day. But in order to do it, you have to switch one thing. What you put in your mouth as fuel has to change from habit to wisdom. The wisdom is this good fuel for my body? Is this going to feed inflammation, or is it an anti-inflammatory? Is it going to feed healing from inflammation? Those are the only questions you ask. And if you truly follow that, people are amazed at what the body's capable of. It self-heals. It wants to self-heal, and you just have to give it a chance to do so.
So is it a 6 week, 6 month? Like, what's
I would say that my clients usually, they come to me, for instance, with arthritis. Usually within a month, they're cutting down on their pain meds, or they're off it entirely. People that have heart disease, that are running on Lipitor and high blood pressure and things like that, within 1 month, we see cholesterol levels drop from, the mid-200s to a healthy maybe 170. I mean, it's shocking. Doctors are shocked. And they say to their clients, what did you do? And the clients tell them, and diabetes is a no-brainer, because diabetes can absolutely, in most cases, be cured. You just Google on the web. There's a few websites that talk about diets, especially raw food diets. There's a doctor, an MD named Gabriel Cousins. He runs a center in Arizona, and he has a 30-day program. And he has cured again and again heavy-duty diabetics. The body wants to heal, and it knows how to heal. It's just, are we prepared to really support the body to do the best it's capable of? Again, we have to remove the things that's interfering with that. We have to increase its fuel so it has the best power and raw materials possible, and it does the job. All of those things.
The belief in yourself. It's like healing. It's like you have your body. It's you. It's like listening to yourself, or like listening to your doctor. It's like I have this conversation with my clients all the time. I'm like, do you like taking this medicine? I mean, I don't know how to say
you
it.
You have to ask your doctors.
It's in a humble
first of all,
way.
Your doctors have not studied nutrition. Maybe they had
3
course
classes,
in college,
right?
So they don't know about that,
Exactly.
and they're trained to give medicine.
Exactly.
You have to understand, medicine stops symptoms. It doesn't heal arthritis.
Right.
It doesn't heal heart disease. It stops symptoms. If you really want to remove the underlying cause, that's possible, but they are not trained to do it. And that's really sad. And so there are doctors that are beginning to hire nutritionists to work in their office. There are doctors that are integrative doctors that are learning both things. But if you don't put raw materials in your body that support your body's ability to self-heal, then you'll be on medicine and you'll live a miserable life. And the opiates, I mean, does everyone know that, they're highly constipating? I mean, if you could take a pill that stops pain with no problems, that would be great. It doesn't exist. They are rampant with problems and side effects. So it's not even a true answer.
Well, one of the things I've heard too, and I've had people in my life who have experienced this, they have dropped 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds. They were pre-diabetic. They were they had hypertension. When they lost that weight, gone.
Absolutely. And this is the bizarre thing. They do it eating more food than they've ever eaten in their life before. Because when you take in high nutrients, you stimulate the metabolism to work at a higher pace. And it is empowered to say, I want to get rid of what's excess. It doesn't serve my health. And it's the healthiest way to lose weight, by the body wanting to get rid of excess, not because you're starving the body with not enough calories. The body, if you starve it with not enough calories, down the line, it will overreact and just push you to eat even more. So the way to lose weight is to eat strong quantities of high nutrient foods.
Right. Thank you so much. Dr. Dale Figtree.
My pleasure.
Let's take a little break. It's Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. We'll be back with more after these messages. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. Ava Burford. Is that the right way to say it?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was saying at break, she's like the modern day Reese Witherspoon. She's like Elle Wood. She's going to be at Princeton. She goes, is it like hard to get here?
I hope I'll be there. But thank you.
No, I know I'm going to be there.
Thank you.
When I'm there, when I'm at Princeton, you just got to put the when word.
After I graduate from Princeton.
There you go. All day. All day. You know, it's just like, oh no. You just got to like put it out there.
Thank you.
State your intention.
Well, for life or today or what are we doing? For my life, I hope to be the next anchor for Good Morning America.
There you go. Put that down.
I think that'd be really awesome.
There you go.
And today I brought one of the most talented, inspiring people I know.
I like
Estrada.
that. There you go.
She is an incoming junior at Santa Barbara High School. She is an incredible cheerleader, amazing lacrosse player, and she's the junior class ASB president.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow.
So she's got it all going on.
You're going to be a senior. She's going to be a junior. And then, you know, you got to bring in teen queens. So when you follow, you know, I don't know. What's that? I don't
Question
know.
on the line. But today I was going to ask her a little bit how she balances her schedule through that and how she finds...
Here you go. We share. So there's plenty of mics.
Mic change.
Sharing. That's it. Mic change. Sharing is Kenyon. Yeah.
So
Sharing
today
is caring.
I was going to ask her a little bit how she manages her schedule through all that craziness and how she finds her groove with things and makes everything her own, which she so awesomely does. So how do you like go from cheer to lacrosse season with doing ASB and schoolwork? Like, how do you do it all?
Honestly, I don't even know. if I'm honest, it's one of the hardest things to find my motivation to keep me going. And what I've like come to know is my group of friends who I'm around is you and a lot of my cheer friends and girls from lacrosse who just make me want to keep thriving forward and continue with the sport and continue with ASB and continue with cheer. And like schoolwork, I find people in my classes who are just so excited about anything new, any new topic that happens. So that's what keeps me going.
Awesome.
I find passion in it.
So tell us a little bit about your last lacrosse game. What happened there?
Oh, man. So at my last lacrosse game, I actually sprained my ankle, my left ankle, and I've been out ever since. It happened in April, so I've been out for a good 2 months. And I'm supposed to be going back in hopefully next month.
Good.
This
is coming from the girl that still shows up to every single cheer practice and spots everyone, does every single cheer when you shouldn't even be standing and jumping out. But she's honestly like the definition of a cheerleader. She's always supporting everyone else, even if she can't do anything. Like, actually, because your doctor's note. But, yeah, I just think you're a great person and someone that motivates me.
Where are you going to be in 2 years? You graduate high school, right?
Yes.
So this year coming up and next year, what are the plans after that for you?
I want to go to a 4-year university somewhere on the East Coast.
I
will go. Correction.
Different
somewhere on the East Coast.
I will repeat after me. I will go to the University of Albany. That's on the East Coast. Okay, no, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. Somewhere on the East Coast for sure.
Any specific schools that you're primarily looking at?
Not yet.
Do you want to play lacrosse at those schools? Yeah. Okay. Because I remember us having that.
Looking at the east.
Yes.
You got to go to. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Look up Albany lacrosse. I mean, it's phenomenal. Albany. That's a great school.
Really?
The weather's horrible, but the school is fantastic. So.
What are your favorite parts of lacrosse?
Definitely being able to count on my team to have my back.
That's great.
Yeah.
And as we were just previously talking about healthy snacks, what do you typically eat before and after your practices or for lunch?
Oh,
or breakfast?
Sometimes it just depends if I'm being rushed, because sometimes I have lacrosse practice right before cheer at 10 o'clock. And I know I'm not supposed to be doing anything according to my doctor, but I can't help just sitting out. So I do some of the drills. So before that, I usually eat like a cereal or granola bar, maybe 2 if I'm feeling a little excited.
Nice.
And then afterwards, I usually go home and eat anything that's at home because I'm just so hungry.
Do you have any brothers or sisters? You the
Yes.
oldest, youngest?
I'm
middle?
the youngest.
You're the Hey, so am I. There you go.
Hey.
There you go. Good. So, you can plan. What do you want to? You want to go to college on the East Coast? Is what you're saying? And we've already got you an early acceptance to Albany. I'm working on that right now, and you will be playing lacrosse at Albany, leading us to the national championship in 2021. I believe we're going to win it all when you're there.
Agreed.
Yeah, there you go. Purple and gold, great colors too. By the way. Great colors.
I was just wondering if you have any fantasies after college.
Yes, there you go.
After college?
Being a guest on Good Morning America.
Oh, you're right. No, I have nothing yet.
You know, that's good too, because to be open allows all possibilities. So I really support that too. Good for you.
Thank you.
That's always good not to know. Just let the spirit guide you. That's what I say. Trust me, you'll be guided.
That's why I haven't picked a major yet, and I know I still have time, but it's hard to pick just one thing out of so many amazing topics.
Find your passion and pursue it. Doesn't matter what it is, and you'll never feel like you worked a day in your life.
That's it.
Thank you.
Mine was
I'll
mud
use
pies, but they didn't have a major.
What about cooking?
Albany has
That's it. Get your master's at Albany and Mud Pies. That's it.
double major.
That's it. Yeah, double major.
It was a mess.
Double. That's it. Double mud pie major. Let's take a break. This is getting ugly. All right. Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. One more after this. Be back with more after these matches. We are back, and this is the Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica Salda, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in every single Tuesday. Ava, where else can you find us?
You can find us on the YouTube, the Facebook, online, at our website. We also Instagram.
Yes.
And anywhere in Santa Barbara.
That's right.
Especially our radio station, which is 1317 Santa Barbara Street.
Nice. We love it.
Well, it'd be better to mention that it's 1290 a.m.
That's right. News
for
press.
KZSB.
That is also correct.
Because we don't necessarily want people just, showing up.
Yeah, that'd be kind of awkward.
But you're accurate.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here.
Unless you're an awesome business that caters to kids, then you can make an appointment with Dr. D, because all of the commercials that you hear are donated by Teen Sports Radio, because we love this community and we believe in giving fishing pools to those people that cater to kids.
Did
because
you say donuts?
Yeah, there you go.
Are they
donate.
Do they help prevent
donate.
inflammation?
Yeah, because for 8 years now we've been giving because of Dr. D and News Press Radio, who's gifted this show. So thank you.
Yeah.
So
You're very welcome.
we appreciate you. So yeah, we like to give back. So it's been a beautiful thing, and I think we've done a really good job gifting away, as they say. And we thank all of those businesses. So when you hear the commercials, thank those people, because they have been truly, and all those organizations, because they've been truly doing wonderful things to the community, like Westmont and like United Boys and Girls Club.
Thank you, Dr. D.
Yes. So, anyways, Dr. Dale, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that if people want to find out more about nutritional support and wonderful recipes where you can find the wonderful fats and also the healthy vitamins and minerals. I've written 2 books. One is for kids, teens, and the whole family. It's called Eat Smart, and it's a funny story. It's illustrated, but it also is like Nutrition 101. A lot of good information about understanding nutrition in a simple way with a lot of great recipes that kids love. And I also have a cookbook called Simple. Actually, it's called Delicious, Nutritious, and Simple. And again, it's recipes that are delicious, they're nutritious, and they're really simple to make. And they're full of all of the things that I'm talking about that contribute to anti-inflammatory healing support for the body. In Santa Barbara, they're available at Chaucer's, or else they're on Amazon.
That Eat Smart is a great kids book. I like that book.
Yeah,
That's a great kids book.
Yeah.
Timeless. It's a great kids book. I love you.
It's fun.
That's a great.
Good.
All right, back to. We got a couple more minutes. You want to close out the show?
Well, sure.
Since you're going to be like, really famous.
Well, oh gosh. Well, since it's Dr. D's birthday today, I wanted to wish you another happy birthday.
Oh, that's
Thank
just
you for all that you
beautiful.
do. We really appreciate you, all the behind the scenes magic that happens. And yeah, today's been a great day, great show with fabulous people. So thank you all for being here.
I love that.
Thank you.
I love your guests too.
Oh,
you guys are like
isn't she
you guys are
great?
like sisters in a past life, I think.
Honestly,
Seriously.
I would trade her for my sister now. Sorry, Mom. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, that's not. But no, seriously, you guys are like sisters in the past.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really do love Ava.
Yeah.
She's one of the best.
Yeah. If you map the world that way, serious.
Thank you.
There's no like happenstances. You're together for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, God has a plan, and there's a right place for both of you. So
Thank you.
and He will put your passions in your heart. So good luck to both of you.
That's why we're all here together. Like I said, there's no happenstance. Michael Baker, I adore you. You're like a brother in my past life.
You're my sister from a different mister.
That's it. I love that. It's true. Dr. Dale, I love you. You're awesome. Santa Barbara, we all love you. God bless you. See you next week.